Back with me this morning, I'm joined by Suresh Wathana from Harmony Capital, the advisors to Adamas Finance Asia. Suresh, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Great to see you again.
And yourself, Suresh, you've raised 1.7 million here. This is through a new subscription to your corporate bond. Just tell us a bit more.
Yes, it's exciting news, especially in current times. You know, any company raising money is always good news, I guess. We announced our corporate bond program for Adamas Finance Asia back in October, actually 2019. And we said that we were going to raise up to 10 million in a bond program. Initially, we raised 1.9 million. And then again, on Monday, we just announced that we raised another 1.7, as you mentioned. It's come from, again, actually Middle Eastern-based investors, high net worth individuals, family offices. We're getting some good traction out of places like Dubai. And I think the important thing is also the bond, is obviously a debt instrument, so it's not an equity issuance, it's not dilutive. But, very exciting news for us in these times.
Just remind us about the bond itself. What's the coupon you're offering?
It's paying a good coupon. It's 12.5% cash coupon. That's partly because, it's the first bond we've issued, so we've had to make it attractive. Secondly, we're obviously finding opportunities to deploy that money in much higher yielding instruments into the SME space. So it's 12.5%. It's a 3-year maturity, and it's fully secured on our corporate assets, which is the portfolio basically. So the board is very excited about this development.
And as you say, you're seeing some good appetite, some good interest in it.
Indeed. We've spent a lot of time marketing outside of not just the UK markets, but outside of Asia. And so the Middle East was an area we started focusing on in 2019. We have a director based there, Stuart Crocker, who's been doing a great job for the company as well. So yes, it's an area of focus for us, and we've had relatively good success from there.
Suresh, well, I've got you. I'm keen to hear how things are in Hong Kong. You're back in your offices now, are you?
Yeah, very excited about that. My team based in Hong Kong, we have 3 offices, London, Singapore, Hong Kong. My team in Hong Kong was sequestered or working from home for 3 months since the Chinese New Year. That was the extent of the lockdown in Hong Kong, really. And 2 weeks ago, we returned back to the Harmony Capital offices. So life in Hong Kong, whilst not back to normal, is certainly more advanced than it is here in London. So we're very jealous, the rest of the team, when we hear of our colleagues going out for getting a cup of coffee, going out to get a sandwich, all the things we miss, getting dressed up for work, things like that.
And across Asia, are we seeing the economy begin to reopen now?
Absolutely. I think, the signs are there that countries like China, certainly Hong Kong, other parts of Asia are slowly starting to restart their economies. Obviously, there's caution because there's been some second wave issues with the virus, areas spiking in clusters and so on. But as a whole, we're starting to see a resumption of activity and sort of real activity, just not in fits and spurts. So I think it's the start of a recovery process that, as I keep saying to anyone that'll listen, that Asia is going to lead the way for the rest of the world.
And you must be due to publish your results shortly, are you?
Yes, we've been very busy completing our audit cycle for the 2019 results. Of course, like all companies, people I think are going to be very focused on the post-balance date analysis and commentary, because after the year end was when the fun started, so to speak, if I can be facetious. So yes, our results should be out hopefully this week, if not early next week. And then maybe we can catch up. We can talk about them in more detail. There's a lot to talk about, I think.
Certainly shall. Looking forward to it. Suresh, thanks very much.
Great. Always good to see you, Andrew. Thank you.